Yeah, my question was, if I have a home and a mortgage, and I have a home, and I go into long-term assisted living or long-term care, they cannot attach to my homestead. Is that correct? In the state of Florida?
So, Jim, that is
Uh-huh.
correct as long as you have made sure that the deed to your home is done correctly. So, what do we mean? If your home had to go into probate, that would be the one way that they could attach. As long as your home will not go into probate, you are absolutely right. And that is that if the deed is done correctly while you or you and your spouse are alive, you could be in skilled nursing and not have to give up your home. And upon your death, for you and your spouse, your home would go to whoever you wanted it to go to.
Okay. And I was on the phone with the call screener, and when I got off, I did hear that call about the Ladybird Deed.
Hmm.
Is that what ties into this? Is
It
having the deed
does.
done as a Ladybird Deed?
It does. So you're correct, Jim. Even though there are different tools, the Ladybird deed is one of the ones that we use most often with this. Why? Because the Ladybird deed, of course, avoids probate. However, the Ladybird deed also is approved by the state of Florida for the, again, program for seniors that we were just talking about. That deed also allows you to do that program as well. Most states do not allow the Ladybird deed for this program. So, therefore, here in the state of Florida, not only does the Lady Bird deed help you to avoid probate, it is also approved by the state of Florida if you are going to do the senior 30 hours at home program, or if you go into skilled nursing, the Lady Bird deed is also approved.
Okay. And I did catch the tail end of it. So I would have it done in Orange County,
Mhm.
and but because I'm going to be selling my condo and buying a home,
Okay,
and in the near future. So when I buy that home, I would need to set the deed up as a Ladybird deed.
that's
Would I
correct.
do that at the time of? I would do that at the time of purchasing the home, correct?
That's correct. So, Jim, here's what will happen. And by the way, you're intending to buy that home in Florida?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So here's what will happen. You are correct. You need to buy the home first. And once you purchase the home, then you would come to us or certainly another attorney. That's after you buy the home. Typically, we don't find that title companies are willing to do the Ladybird deed at closing. They're not attorneys. They're going to want you to buy it in your name. Then, within a few weeks, then we are able to then do the Ladybird deed on your home, and you're correct. Why do you need to do it at the time you buy that home? Because a Ladybird deed, or any deed for that matter, must be done with the legal description for that piece of property. That's why somebody cannot do it ahead of time, and or it is not transferable.
Or on an existing deed where I'm currently living.
Exactly. You can do it on that existing property. However, you are correct. Knowing that you're planning on selling, our advice would be don't do anything and wait for the
Right.
new property. Why? Because you're right.
Right.
You can do a Ladybird deed on your existing condo. However, once you sell it, then you'd have to do a new one. You cannot transfer the deed because of each deed must have the legal description of the property that it applies to.
Okay. Yeah. So it wouldn't be prudent to do that. Okay.
Right.
And so and when I would come to y'all and have you do the Ladybird deed, then you would make sure everything was done proper in Orange County, because I did catch the tail end of that other conversation saying that Volusia County would not be able to tell them if it was correct or not.
That's correct. And you're right, Jim. Same thing. That you're right on. Any county in Florida, they will not tell you if the deed was done correctly or not. And so you're right, no matter where somebody purchases property, whether it's Volusia County, Orange County, the same thing applies. Therefore, that when the deed is done, of course we know if we're doing the deed, we know it's being done correctly. And you are absolutely right, is that's why no matter where you purchase the property, you want to make sure that an attorney is doing that Ladybird deed.
Perfect.